So we've just learned how to mask something and track that mask and adjust it and allow that to give us this cool visual effect. And if we just play that through as a reminder, Dan fades in, but only the portion of Dan from that top video layer is showing because of the mask. Everything else comes from the bottom video track. But what if I want to make a change to both of these elements? Well, if I was to have a scale in on the bottom video track, the movement and the placement of the upper video track would be all out of whack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my selection tool down on the timeline, which is just here, or V on the keyboard, and I'm going to select both of these video tracks and I'm going to right click and I am going to nest them. And I'm going to give that nest a name so that I can keep track of things, and I'm going to call it Ghost. And now it's collapsed them into one workable thing. So any changes I make to this now will affect both of these together. Because what I would like to do is emphasize this creepy moment, and I want to scale in, I want to zoom in on Dan down here. So let's get the playhead to the beginning of where we want things, and actually let's just bring this whole thing a little bit shorter. Okay, so now it doesn't take long for Dan to pop up. So I'm going to bring the playhead to the beginning, and now we're going to play with motion, but I'm also going to actually play with the anchor point. So I'm going to select the anchor point. Any changes that I make, whether it's a rotation or a scale, is all going to rotate towards or around this anchor point. So let's move that anchor point to Dan, so that when we do scale things in, it's actually going directly towards him. Now with the playhead at the beginning of there, I'm going to hit the stopwatch on the scale. I'm going to move to the end of the clip, and now when I scale that in, you can see that it's moving into that anchor point. So let's get not too far, let's go to about there and pull that back, and let's watch what effect that gives us. So now we're adding things together. We've got Dan masked, feathered, transparent, walking in, whilst the camera slowly pushes in.